Losing just $36 today in the stock market. What is going on? Welcome on into today's trade recap. So we have a couple of trades that I want to talk about, some new additions, and a trade that we took a $36 loss on, which is borderline break-even loss with the sizing that I've been playing as of late, to be honest. But I still want to talk about it, talk about why, and then go from there. I still think it could work, but you can see, you'll see what I was thinking as I explain it. That loss was on Amazon here. This was intended to be a swing trade, and it was a swing trade. I technically did buy this yesterday, but I ended up getting out of it here today. You can see on the 1 minute time frame chart, we had this big move up overnight and then fell off pretty hard today. And I actually got out before this big move down. Did I know it was going to happen? No, I had no idea. But there were some signs. So I'm going to set this up as a bull flag, and I want to set this up as a 1 day time frame. And I like to track all my stuff here in TradeZilla, which I'll leave a link to this down below. But let's jump back over to TradingView and let's talk about this Amazon setup. We'll come back to silver in a second because that's an open position. So the breakout over 149, give or take, was what I was looking for. And I think that there's some room. If you broaden this chart out, I think there's some good room up towards the 155. We get up towards upper 150s to 160. There's this big volume node there. So I would be targeting just below that. So my target was like 155, which is right here, which is not that insane. But my stop loss was breaking candle low, which was yesterday's low, which was right here. Now, was it a perfect situation? No, because technically speaking, we're still in this consolidation. Yes, it broke out, then it came back down, but it could still build a higher low, and it still looks fine. I get that. I totally understand. However, here's Amazon's chart, and here's SPY's chart. What do you see? So one thing that I've tried to do a better job with as of late has been try to be with the strongest relative stock or whatever you're trading. And in this case, I'm playing Amazon, right, which has a decent size weight in the S&P. The S&P's done this, right? It's a very logical thing for the S&P to potentially pull back or consolidate. And if Amazon has yet to break out, that may hinder its push, right? If SPY pulls back a couple of days, which would be reasonable, is that going to be the best environment for Amazon to push? Probably not. It totally could, but it probably won't be. So seeing that, we actually have relative weakness versus the S&P here on Amazon. So I'm like, didn't really do what I wanted to see it do. Didn't have a ton of volume on the break either. So a couple signs, not a huge fan. And then so I took the loss today. I didn't hit my stop loss technically yet, but I just didn't like what I was seeing, and I just wanted to move on because I figured there are better bets elsewhere, which brings me to my next position, or I guess my next trade, which is open. And that's on Tesla, and then we have silver. So we've got two of those guys set up right here. So let's pull up Tesla and silver. So not TSAL, it's TSLA. TSL, I do it all the time. TSLA. So Tesla is breaking out of this downtrend, A, and then B, also breaking its consolidation. Now I have this upper wick right here to 252. I agree, yes. But my view was the 250 psychological level. If we can get above that, I like Tesla. We're currently above it. Will we close above it? No, I don't know. No guarantees we will. But either way, I still like the looks on this Tesla chart. And I can play it a couple ways. I can go with the breaking candle low as my stop loss, which would be around 240 or so. I currently have my stop loss set around 235 just to give it a little bit of extra leeway, which is down towards the bottom of the consolidation. To me, I was viewing this as I'm going to risk about $15 to make 30. Okay. So in this scenario, right, Tesla, I'm in right here, let's just say, and I risk it for about $15. Let's just see. Let's just make sure 15-ish right there. And then my target that I'm looking for is about $30, which would put us around 280, roughly, give or take 280 on Tesla, which I thought is a very reasonable target. That would be targeting these highs. It's not targeting a new all-time high. It's not targeting Tesla 300. I think it's a very reasonable spot. If we do get this downtrend break, I think we can get a nice push up into that level, and that's the play. and stop loss here. So that's why I'm giving it a little more leeway because Tesla could be a bit jumpy. That's what I'm doing on that one. So that's a trade there. Nice size accordingly. So the stop loss would be risking about $150 to $200, and then my take profits making $300 to $400 is the intention. That's the intention behind these swing trades right now. Silver, not as much. Silver is risking 100 to make about 200. So that's what this trade is. And then the reason why is because it's on the hourly chart, which I don't give as much weight to right now compared to the daily time frames. And silver more so had a massive move off the bottom, and it's had essentially a little bit of a flag break right here. Popped it. Now it's in this next leg of consolidation, which it is uptrending consolidation. Now there's another piece to the puzzle behind silver. So I got in here. Stop loss is down here. It got close, about a couple hours ago. But stop loss, I'm not moving my stop loss. Like, this is a situation where in the past I can totally see myself, if this doesn't work out, and it does this, I'm like, no, I'm going to stay in. I'm going to hold to this volume node. No, because here's why. You look over at the dollar, which has made a monstrous dump the past couple of days. If you jump over to the daily chart on the dollar, you'd say, wow, dollar breaking down to a new low of the past couple of weeks. Silver a couple of weeks ago was way higher. Well, that has more room. You could think that way. I'm not necessarily thinking that way, but I do like the pressure to the downside on the dollar. I think that that's helpful for the silver position. So that's why I have the trade on. And silver will trade pretty much all the time, so I'll leave that alone, do what it wants to do. Do I want to hold it over the weekend? Probably not, so I'll probably sell it on Friday. I'll be traveling tomorrow, so I don't know. I'm not going to be able to make a video if it gets taken out. Once these trades close up, I'll make a video in the future, and that's the deal. So that's the plan. But that's why I have the silver trade on the hourly chart. Doesn't have a ton of momentum right now, but I think it's it is in consolidation. It's in consolidation, and I don't want to say the stars are aligning, but you've got decent conditions for a continuation move here, right? I think based off the dollar, based off of momentum, et cetera, the market, et cetera. So that's the update. As of right now, we're sitting at a realized gain of 489 on the month with a 44% win rate. So pretty good to me, if you ask me. But again, a lot of trades, not a lot. There's a couple trades that I still have open P&Ls on and stuff. So we'll let everything kind of do their thing and close up where it closes up. But that's the update. Again, this is TradeZella where I track all this information. And I am using a prop firm for all these trades right now. I do have Webull account that I've moved to some small cap stuff, but I'm pretty much using the prop firm for all active trades, which per my strategy, right? So we're tracking all the data on it. That's it. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.